You know, and this is what it goes back to what I said before. Everyone's mean, everyone's rude, everyone's obnoxious, everyone's arrogant, but everyone's also kind, everyone's also gentle, everyone's also, you know, loving and caring. It's just the traits, when they're expressed, how they're expressed, and who actually gets to see them.
So how are you feeling with the photo shoot?
I'm just surrendering right now. I'm doing a lot of surrender. To me! The first time I started doing full contact training, the guys that I trained in Townsville were animals. The first, I don't know, 6 months, I literally was their punching bag. And they used to beat the absolute shit out of me. Like, I'm talking, every session I'd get knocked down at least half a dozen times. I got knocked out, I don't know how many times. And on reflection, I would never let my son do that. Like, I would absolutely never. I'm so grateful for that because, like, that experience, and again, it's all, the balance is always there. But I didn't realise how much that was going to serve me because, like, later in life, I was working as a private security contractor and doing, like, stupidly risky stuff. And, you know, I've been hit in the head with pool cues, I've had bottles smashed in my head, I've been punched in the head from behind. And if I didn't know how to take a hit, I probably would have got myself in a lot of trouble. But the fact I know I can get punched in the head and take a hit because of the conditioning, like, there's the balance there. Would I do it again? I don't know if I'd change it, not with the life that I've had. But in terms of struggle, I was more referring to personal growth. You know what I mean? Like, the struggles that we put ourselves through, the struggles that we manifest in order to grow. Because I think a lot of people who are addicted to growth, like me, we get the greatest amount of growth happens at the border between chaos and balance. And the more chaos we experience, the more resistance, the more tension, the more pain. And with the right perspective, the right mindset, the right level of consciousness, the more growth that transpires. And when you see that and you see that correlation, it's almost like you pursue it and you go after it and you go after it. And then it gets to the point where you literally start to manifest that. And it's like almost the chaos. Like, you're constantly manifesting chaos in your life just so you can get your addiction fed to grow. But then you wake up one day and just go, fuck, does it have to be this hard? Like, does it have to be this difficult? You know, because although there's great growth, there's also consequence. You know, there's stress, there's anxiety, there's the other side of that, but it's just not a way to live constantly. And so now, yeah, as soon as I changed that philosophy, I started to actually find that I could have conversations, beautiful, conscious, deep conversations that were transformative, that required no pain, no resistance, no anxiety, no stress. And how are you, mate? Good to meet you. I'm very good at being told what to do, so I'm plasticine. K2! Get out!
Crazy.
Hey Insta, so for those of you who are hating my transformation, you're going to fucking hate this. I'm actually doing a photo shoot for our secret project. You'll never believe what it is. If you would like to know what it is, hit me back and you might get a sneak peek. Maple vanilla cupcakes with candied bacon.
Yeah.
Can I give you some personal feedback?
Yeah.
Ask better question. Too soon? Yeah. Jesse hasn't had fire yet.
I haven't.
No. Have you seen any of the footage of me spitting fire?
No.
It's not rough, it's just very direct, but it's confronting. It's very confronting.
Oh yeah, this is the only way you can go. So.
And the level of confrontation that you feel, it really depends on how much ego you have attached to the situation. And the less ego you have, the easier it is to just breeze through. Because yeah, I am putting more of a focus on my health. I am putting more of a focus on my body. I am putting more of a focus on how I look. But not because for no other reason than just I'm feeling better about myself. In order for anyone to do anything great, there's got to be an element of ego there to want more, to aspire to more, to do more. But I think what I also bring to it is a level of humility where I'm very open. I'd like to think I'm very open. I'd like to think I'm very balanced. I'd like to think I'm very grounded. But I'm not either or, I'm both. So yeah, I do have ego, and it's part of my ego that goes out there and strives. And it's just a part of who I am. I wouldn't be building what I'm building if I didn't have ego there. But I think what's happening now is people are now starting to see aspects of my ego that they perhaps didn't see before, but it was always there. You know, and this is what it goes back to what I said before. Everyone's mean, everyone's rude, everyone's obnoxious, everyone's arrogant, but everyone's also kind, everyone's also gentle, everyone's also, loving and caring. It's just the traits, when they're expressed, how they're expressed, and who actually gets to see them. What's happening now, especially with K-Day, I'm just now a lot more visible than I was before. So people are now seeing the stuff they didn't see before was already there. They just weren't seeing it. They're now saying, oh, my ego is now coming out. No, my ego isn't now coming out. It's always been there. Okay, my humility, my authenticity isn't just coming out in the last 2 years because I'm doing video. No, it's always fucking been there. It's just now more visible. My question would be to anyone perceiving that is, what is it that you're seeing in me that is in you? Because all we're doing is judging ourselves. Like if we feel the need to judge someone, we're not actually judging the other. We're judging self. And I think one of the biggest challenges that people have when it comes to creating success is they look at success and they judge success, and so they can never become it because they see it as something that is bad. I'm everything. It's just, for me, it's about managing the expression of how that comes out and making sure it gets expressed in a healthy way to the right people at the right time. Because oftentimes, if I'm going to express a bad part of myself, 9 out of 10 times, no one's going to be there to see it. It'll be, in my car when I'm having road rage, or, in a moment at home when I'm having, a little mini meltdown. But it's all there. And to think otherwise, I think, is maybe a little bit obnoxious. Because to me, I don't see myself being egotistical about it. I just see myself coming out of myself.